Hello, it's Steve Mills here with another edition of the Results Mastery podcast. It's great to be back, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you some tried, tested, and proven ways in which you can grow your business. Now, those of you who are in business are no doubt, at least at some level, fully aware of AI. When I say fully, actually, you're probably not. You're probably slightly aware of AI. You understand things like ChatGPT a little bit, and you're perhaps using one or two other AI tools. Now, the truth of the matter is, as far as business is concerned, is there are thousands of these things, and literally every day there's a load more new AI tools that we can use in business. The question is, which ones should we be using? Now, I'm going to be doing a video in the very near future talking about the opportunities that there are out there right now, the things that AI can help you with, make you more profitable, and so on and so forth. But today, this particular video is about my AI. I've developed one myself. Can you believe that? And I can't. I never thought I'd be doing that, but I have. And it's called, surprise, surprise, the Results Mastery AI Advisor. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about how I've done this because it's interesting. Um, I've taken basically all my stuff, all my knowledge, all my experience, and I've uploaded it into a GPT. It's actually hosted around ChatGPT, but I want to be clear, this is not just ChatGPT. It's me and ChatGPT, if you will. So let me explain. So I've gone to ChatGPT, I've set up my own AI advisor. This specializes in sales, marketing, and business growth for small businesses. And I've uploaded all my website, my blog, my podcast, over 400 videos. What else have I done? I've uploaded all my reports, my checklists, my frameworks, and literally everything, all my training programs, everything that I've ever done, my books, everything I've ever done in terms of sales and marketing, all the stuff that I've learned, and I've uploaded it into this GPT, or as I like to call it, an AI advisor opportunity. So it's all in there. Now, the question is that you should be asking yourself right now is, what can you use it for, Steve? And the answer to that is pretty much everything from a sales and marketing point of view. Let me explain. I suppose you could divide things into a couple of sections, and they would be advice and done for you. They're the two sections, really. So the advice is that you can basically have me, right? Have me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week available to give you business growth advice. Okay. So that could be anything. That could be something like, can you write me a business plan for my business, Steve? It could be, can you write me a plan to improve my website? It could be, can you write me a social media plan? Can you write me a sales strategy, a sales system for my business? Could you write me a customer care program so that we can keep our customers longer and happier? And so on and so forth. It literally, the list goes on. A referral strategy. What else could it do? An email marketing plan. You name it, it will do it. It will provide advice on whatever element you need advice for. So for example, if you took your website homepage and you took the URL and uploaded it into the AI advisor, you could then say, here's a link to our website. This is the home page. How can we improve the conversion rate of the homepage? And it'll tell you, give you a list of things that you need to do, prioritize them, and so on and so forth. So that, is mind-blowingly fantastic. But even more so, possibly, is the done for you side. So it's all very well giving you advice, but you still got loads of work to do. You can't just, advice will only get you so far. It's actually the implementation that gets you results. It's taking action. It's not having a plan to go down the gym. It's when you get there and you start lifting weights and, going on, treadmills and stuff like that. You can't theorize, produce a plan about how often you should go on the treadmill. That's not going to make you lose weight or increase your fitness. It's only when you step on the treadmill that you do that. So, but it will do that from a marketing perspective. So again, just to list a few things. Could you write 30 social media posts for me to send out this month? Could you write me an email campaign with 6 emails that are going to go out, one email a week over the next 6 weeks to promote this new service? Can you write me a case study? Can you do a blog post? Can you produce a script for me to produce a video about X, Y, or Z? Can you do a PR article? Can you write a case study? And so on and so forth. So, it literally will do almost anything. And then all you have to do is check it over, because it's important to do that, to make sure it's in your style and everything's okay, because that's always important. And then just post it wherever you want to post it. And it's just mind-blowingly clever. Now, in addition to everything I've just told you there on both sides, whether it's advice or done for you, it'll do something else that, again, just blows my mind. It sort of adds value. Let's say, for example, you said to it, can you produce 30 social media posts? So it'll go ahead and basically it's an important one. The more information you give it, the better it will perform. A little bit like a person. If you went to a person and said, could you write me 30 social media posts? That person would write them, but they wouldn't really know exactly what you wanted. It would be far better to go, can you write me 30 social media posts? They should be focused on helping business people to grow their business, and specifically helping them to more effectively use their website, because most businesses have a website, but most don't win any business from it. So the number one objective is to get more traffic to people's website. The number two objective is to help them to improve their conversion rate once people go to their website. You see how that would be much more descriptive and therefore produce better results for you. So, think about those two things, and that would be great. Now, let's assume that we've got the 30 social media posts. What is it going to do then once it's done that? It will say something like, basically, it will offer to do something else. So it might say something like, would you like me to turn these social media posts into a blog post? Do you want me to turn them into, instead of having 30 social media posts, perhaps we have 4 blog posts, each with a social media post written as though they're tips. Yeah, so in this one, it's six ways of getting more people to your website. In the next one, it's how do you improve the conversion rate of your website, and so on and so forth. And then when it's done that, if you ask it to do that, it'll say, would you like to turn all this into a video? If you do, I'll write a script for you, and I mean, just mind-blowingly clever. Now you're probably thinking, wow, I need this, Steve. I need it like yesterday because, I'm so busy. The biggest problem that people have, by the way, in my experience, which goes back 30 years, it's not that they're not good at marketing, it's that they don't have time. The three problems I solve are lack of time, they don't have time to do it. They don't actually like it. They don't like doing marketing. It's not their specialist skill. So they don't understand it, particularly in this modern digital marketing world that we're now living in. And then the third one, and these are arguably the most difficult group to deal with in many ways. And they're the people who say, well, we don't market our business. We rely on referrals. And that's great because you must be good at what you do, or you wouldn't get referrals. Or if you did, you'd get bad referrals, like don't ever buy from them. But assuming you do get business from referral, what you got to think about is how much business am I losing by not doing some of these things? There are people looking for you today on Google and not finding you. There are clients who've just migrated away from you for whatever reason. They bought from you last year, but they've not been back since. There are people who are connected to you on LinkedIn that you don't ever speak to, and there's no communication there. So it's a matter of looking at what you're going to do with and to all these people. So, that I think is a really important factor. So, yeah, how much is it? That's what you're thinking. I hope it is anyway, because you should be. It's incredibly expensive. No, I'm joking. I've actually priced it at a level that makes it an absolute, total and utter no-brainer. One of my keys when I first started 30 years ago was to help as many small businesses as I could. And that includes startup businesses. So the price of everything there, which I reckon is worth 50 to 250,000 pounds in increased income, and potentially, the cost of getting advice, getting someone to do the work, and the time that you take. If you're taking, I don't know, 1 day a week or half a day a week or whatever it is to do your marketing, you could turn that into that 1 day could be an hour, and you probably get just as much done using this tool. And that would give you, basically a day off and or a lot more time to do the other stuff, perhaps the operational stuff, perhaps the financial stuff. But anyway, that's up to you. So what does it cost? It's a tenner. It's £10. £10 per month to gain access to something that's worth or could be worth 50 to 150,000 pounds, plus saving you time, saving you money in terms of, you don't have to pay somebody to write all those social media posts. You can just get them done yourself in about probably 2% of the time that it would take somebody to write them. And it's as simple as that. Honestly, it's a total no-brainer. I don't understand why everybody wouldn't want it. And I really, really advise you give it a go. There's no tie-in or anything like that. It is actually £10 plus VAT, so you've got to factor in £2 for the VAT if you're not yet VAT registered. But other than that, I can't see any reason why not. This is like, I don't know, a weekly cup of coffee, isn't it? You go to Starbucks and pay £3.50 for a cup of coffee, you're going to be worse off than you are if you're going to buy this. So go and buy it. Let me just say that. Go and buy it. If you're thinking, where can I buy it from, Steve, and you're convinced, then if you look on my whiteboard behind me, it says results-mastery.com. And that's where you can go and buy it. So if you go to the homepage, you'll see a big gold button. Click on that gold button, the Results Mastery AI Advisor, and get yourself get yourself signed up to it. And I look forward to hearing from you. If you do have any questions, feel free to get in touch. Probably best to go to my website. There's another gold button there that invites you to book a meeting. You can book a meeting with me and ask me any questions that you might have. So thanks ever so much for listening, and look forward to speaking again soon. So, thank you for listening. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, and even more, if you've benefited from it and you'd like to know more, you'd like more of my help, and you'd like to benefit from my nearly 30 years of experience working with and learning from the leading experts in the world in the area of sales and marketing, then here's what you need to do next. You need to go to my website, which is results-mastery.com, and use the gold button to book yourself a meeting on a one-to-one basis with me. Thank you very much for listening again, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. Thank you.